salutations.
Should be easy. Is that blood? No, never mind.
You're being watched. I'd love to, thanks.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell.
You managed to talk your way in. No easy feat.
not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect.
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. The Steel Watch appreciate your cooperation, citizen.
Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. I must greet a most honored guest. My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people, I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are, and...
This calls for careful footwork.
Stand down. Aggressive action will not be the Steel Watch.
Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. I must greet a most honored guest. My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people, I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that nether stone that you carry. Ah, and my old friend, Karlach. It's no wonder your victory was so decisive. It's lovely to see you again, darling.
I'm sure it is.
We'll catch up once we've covered more pressing matters. Thorm's netherstone, more to the point. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I come to an understanding. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
So Ketheric was ready to betray our alliance too. I can't say it comes as a surprise. But you should know this. I initiated this plot. I brought Ketheric and Orin together to create the Absolute. They knew this would only work if we stood united and coordinated our powers. Their ambition blinded them to reason. I don't suffer the same affliction. In short, you can trust me. Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
Take that with a grain of salt. This is Gortash we're talking to.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is. Where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorm. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. Our tyranny, and we are saviors, defenders of the Sword Coast. Our loyal subjects will love us, not hate us. What comes next will be entirely their fault. Soon. First, come and be witness as I make history. The first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then
Your brain twists and stretches under the Watcher's gaze. The pain almost brings you to your knees before fading.
you will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Raven Guard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him? Not if I get to him first. How could all these people cheer for him like that? Can't they see what a chancer he is? And they expect these big metal monsters to tuck them in at night while the Absolute knocks on the gates. If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
I brought my own...
Copper for your thoughts? come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword?
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Or...
If Gortash is to be believed, then even our camp isn't safe from Orin's influence. We might want to confirm the veracity of his claim, or at least clean up the mess. I question the wisdom of that decision, but I'll be here in the...
A shapeshifter infiltrating our number. Like a cuckoo creeping into the nest. A dire threat, if Gortash indeed spoke the truth.
An imposter in our ranks. If this is true, it could be anyone. You, me... Well, not me, I know who I am. Perhaps we shouldn't take Gortash's word for granted. But if he speaks the truth, we need to be careful. Orin could have eyes and ears on us right now.
So, we have a shape changer at our camp. Good luck finding her. You could watch out for anyone acting strangely, but, well, you know the lunatics we camp with.
Yes?
Unthinkable. To see my own father named Gortash, the sole ruler of Baldur's Gate. Please, we need to speak with him. Maybe he can see reason. That's the spirit.
Our camp houses an imposter then. Say nothing. Trust no one. Not even me. Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic Hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free.
peace. Well struck. Thy accuracy would be lauded, had it a purpose. Fate, dost thou require a new... Oh, my hand slipped.
An ally. Shameful.
Your violence hasn't gone unnoticed. It's about to be returned in kind.
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear?
Us. I still love the sound of that.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Father, my dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me just as Gortash said you would. A true soul, no less. Father and son, unstoppable generals. You and your allies will usher in a new dawn. Help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of Avernus. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
The Duke wants to keep Floric's location a secret. Little does he know that you've already found and freed her.
What is a hero, if not an actor for the greater good? Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. Gortash and I will ignite the final spark, and that, true soul, is the greatest of goods.
No. This isn't him. This is the tadpole talking.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Tyrill's first and only grand city.
First comes a vision of terror, the city of Baldur's Gate taken by Lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Raven Guard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace.
So, the real man is still in there. Somewhere.
Have we finished, then?
Incredible. To hear my father's voice speak those words, like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
Dearest Karlach, I'd busy myself finding Orin if I were you. I'll still be here for any unfinished business once you've secured your camp.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me?
Were you hoping for something else? A word of wisdom? A hug?
Thanks to you, I don't hope for things anymore. I just take whatever it is I want. See you soon, motherfucker.
You most certainly will.
What glory our city, and what glory its future.
An Archduke! Finally someone who can stand up to those wretched absolutists.
Archduke Gortash, man of the people. The right people.
Ravengard has not once failed this city. If he trusts Gortash, then so do I.
The Steel Watch has made an impenetrable fortress out of the Sword Coast crown jewel. I can't think of a better endorsement for Gortash than that.
Finally, a leader with some charisma. Ravengard was quite the dullard.
Archduke Gortash. Now there's a man who knows good business.
Times of strife produce the finest leaders. Archduke Gortash will be no exception.
Archduke? Quite something, don't you think? I dare say Balderang himself would approve.
Although...
An historic day, the city's first Archduke.
Thank the living gods, Gortash is here to protect us.
Finally, a leader worthy of this city.
Hail the Archduke. His safety is my duty.
I may speak only to my lord. Terribly sorry.
Good day to you. me a bowl of sun.
Ravengard has spoken. Long live Archduke Gortash.
Ravengard freed from the Hells. Archduke Gortash secures our borders. Baldur's Gate's future is bright indeed. I so fancy a glass of dragon dew. Fetch me a bottle, and be quick about it.
Under Gortash, we're safe. More to the point, my fortunes are safe.
A young pink cleric.
The Absolute's blight will be a hard one to cure. Gortash is the Archduke for the job.
But perhaps a mint wine. My palate needs...
The city is only as strong as its walls. Gortash understands this.
I am at my lady's service, and hers alone. If that is all, my lady.
Cheese. Something cut fresh from the wheel.
I'll have to inquire with Cook Darley about...
A good leader knows when to step aside. Ravengard did the right thing.
Away, if you please. I am here at the service of Lady Birch.
A commoner made Archduke of Baldur's Gate. I never thought I'd see the day.
Bring me a plate of the cold...
A city is only as mighty as its leader. Under Gortash, no army can breach our walls.
The most grievous error. In that case, fetch me a bowl of sunfish head stew. The kitchen is fresh out of sunfish, my lady. Well, I never...
This area is restricted under orders of Lord Enver Gortash. Intruders are subject to deadly force.
State your business.
I so fancy a glass of dragon dew. Fetch me a bottle, and be quick about it. At once, my lady. Would you... never mind. A young pink clary would more suit the occasion. Bring it at once.
How'd Gortash get to be Archduke anyway? I didn't vote for him.
Not for communal use.
He did it! He's really Archduke. So excited I could jump right out of my boots.
Absolute's army won't stand a chance. Gortash will crush them like roaches under his boot.
If it isn't little Will, straight to your handler, and I didn't even have to whistle.
Mizora, I've had enough. You owe your life to me. Time to end the pact.
Poor thing. You've had a tough go. And you don't know the half of it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated. To the slaughter, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? I couldn't even fathom a guess. Though, I doubt we'll need to wait long for answers. Let's make camp when we're able. Mazora will be waiting. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Look, I'm all for Gortash, but those clankers, they don't sit right with me.
Because they do your job better than you and without complaining? It is unnerving.
Imagine where we'd be without them. The city would be overrun. They're all that's keeping this cult at bay.
He has a point. They make people feel safe, if nothing else.
Ha! You hear this? Tell my friends how safe you feel with those metal giants stamping about. You've been reading too many picture books.
Lord Gortash himself is the one pulling their strings. We're all better off for it.
Cult army on the march, killer on the loose, and Mistress Dorenbold still drags me hither and thither.
You hear? My lady says Absolute's army's on the march. There's watchers. We'll hold the line. You best believe. The hero. Elturel would still be...
Head up, chest out. Lord Portier could descend any moment.
Lord, Archduke, God. I'll call Gortash what he wants, as long as Lord Chatshield pays me for all this waiting around.
Bruff's babbling, no time to talk.
Sorry, these dukes are working me to the bone.
Hush. Patriarchs are upstairs. Lord Janeth could call for me at any moment.
Master Porter, I've taken the liberty of... Oh, you're not the master. Just as well.
The city fell under Gortash without him casting nary a spell.
Before the fire started.
Well, most people are idiots, Will. You could lure them into a dragon's maw if you promise a bag of sweets.
The people aren't stupid, Astarion. They're scared. Gortash provoked a damned war, and then promised them safety.
Safety, sweets, it's the same principle.
Are they going to arrest us?
Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I won't dance and tell me what happened in the house.
Well, I can't really glaze that picture. He wasn't even there.
Nothing's gonna happen. happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no
The
time.
house was on fire. We were rescued.
I spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before the... No time to talk. I have clients to brief, and they're as sharp as spoons.
Oh, leave it out. I've got a trial coming up, and I need to rememberise my lines.
I ain't saying nothing to nobody until I've had my trial.
Are they going to arrest us?
Let's rehearse this.
Have you heard anything about what it's like in the prisons? Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Are they going to arrest us?
It's the waiting that's hard. If we could just talk to one of the fists, it would be as clear as day that we're not criminals.
Witness who says you entered the house before
Are they going to arrest
the fire
us?
started.
What if they throw us in jail?
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
Mistake.
Oh, I can't really glaze that pizza. He wasn't even hurt.
I almost believed you this time.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no time.
You've been saying that for ages, and we're still here.
I don't ask this.
What are they waiting for?
Pretend I'm a fist and tell
I don't
me what
know,
you were
dear.
doing in the house.
The flaming fist don't stand for trouble.
They say Gortash won't be king, but that pomp upstairs sure sounds like a coronation.
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear. Who needs them when you've got flaming fists? This is the armory, not a bloody open house. Fists only. Trade. This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist. Course I bloody wasn't. Too busy ordering more of those mechanical monstrosities to tell me. I suppose you can take a look, but make it quick. Stay sharp, straight. 2 dozen more fists.
Sound like somebody would in trouble inside.
Are they going? Us? What if they throw us in jail?
Better. I almost
Calm
believed
down,
you this
dear.
time.
It won't happen, I swear.
Oh, I can't really glaze that pizza. He wasn't even hurt.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us.
Let's rehearse
We'll
this
tell them
one
what
more
happened.
time.
We'll be home in
Pretend
no
I'm
time.
a fist and tell me what you were doing.
Oh, what are you doing in here? You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others. Please, that won't be necessary. I just needed gold. That's all. I'm getting out of here. Taking a ferry down the coast to get me home. Those bloody crooks at the docks are charging triple, though. Danger money. It's a joke. No! I mean, I quit. Nothing wrong with quitting a job. My wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't. I won't. I'm not made for this. Really? You'll just give it to me? Look. Hidden up on the roof, you'll find all the stuff I stole. You can have it. Thank you. I'll never forget this. Never.
For a skeleton key.
This guard caught you picking a lock. Perhaps you'd like to try the lock of your very own cell.
Best behavior around here. Understood?
Don't cause any trouble, all right?
of Lord Gortash, all livestock admitted to the city must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing emergency. Failure to comply will result in imprisonment. Move along. Please provide a full inventory of any and all livestock before entering Baldur's Gate proper. Smuggling or any other...
You must agree, this is ludicrous. How are we meant to survive without our livelihoods?
My herd are dairy goats. I bet they're going to slaughter them, the poor things.
Care of the Ducal Council.
Oh, and what good is that gonna do us?
My husband's still in the outer city with the few cows we have left. How am I going to tell him we have to give them up?
Are they gonna pay us for the animals they take? Like elves they are!
By order of Lord Gortash.
Still can't fathom that they hang folk in this city. Those gallows get more use than some temples. Every 10 days, I write into the Baldur's Mouth about it, and every edition fails to mention it. Pathetic.
Severe punishment.
Gods, this is the first time in 200 years I've seen these streets in the sunlight. You can forget just how much color there is in the world. Yes, of course. Obviously. Sorry, did you want something?
I made it back. I'm here. Thank the gods. Thank the gods.
Welcome to the lower city, where Baldur's Gate truly comes alive.
I brought my own paring knife.
The bustle here takes some getting used to. Crackling fire and a tresson for company is usually more my speed. Still, we must flow with the current we find ourselves in, however tumultuous it may be. If you've need of me, I'm glad to help.
I've had a lifetime's fill of watching little men puff themselves up with grand titles. I look forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half so silvered as he thinks. He's protected by his steel watch for now. And Orin will have her own defenses, should we choose to play the part of Gortash's bloodhounds. We cannot expect either of the Chosen to fall easily. But fall they must, if we're to have all three stones to command the brain. Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't question it. I'll just look forward to the inevitable breaking Gortash spoke of. It would be irritatingly true to form, would it not? A Harper learns to doubt. To peer through every smile, question every look. Eventually, you find what it is you fear, whether it is there or not. When we cannot know, we can only trust. But then, that is exactly what a traitor in our midst would say. Isn't it? I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, that does nothing to change it. The Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall back on second best. Nine Fingers Keen.
A name known and feared throughout the city's underworld. A mysterious Keen runs the guild, which in turn runs every criminal enterprise in the city.
Nor are we. But I trust she knows the value of collaboration, especially in times like these. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking.
Hey, soldier.
Oh, come on.
Oh, fuck.
Yes? Ask it. As you wish.
This is the city proper, is it? I didn't expect it to be so outrageously ordinary.
Baldur's Gate. You know, I never quite believed I'd actually make it back. Wasn't until we got within reach of Worm's Crossing that it felt real. It's so strange. I don't remember much of it, yet I can't help feel like I know it. It feels like home. I suppose it is. Though the chance to savor the moment might be brief, given all that still lies ahead of us. I may have to rely on your local knowledge to plug the gaps in my own mind. Hopefully, I'll remember more than I expect to.
I received a dispatch from the Grove. Life carries on there in our absence, just as nature intended. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid. One grand victory may not be enough to absolve a host of small failures. That is where true leadership lies. Not in winning a single vast battle, but in fighting 1,000 smaller ones. Making 10,000 difficult decisions. Finding balance where none seems possible. Day after day. I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid. To be a leader. Still, though, I cannot help but wonder if there was more I could have done. Perhaps, Oakfather willing, I may yet have the chance someday. Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely, and for so long, I almost missed the purpose it gave me. Now I must find a new one.
Mercenary they may be, but Father always demanded discipline from the Flaming Fist. Seems some grew unruly in his absence.
Eyes front and keep your nose clean, newcomer. A noose and a short drop is how we deal with troublemakers. By then, it will be too late. I can't help the dead, but I can warn the living. Stay the path and obey the law, and you have nothing to fear.
Oh-ho! You? I know you. How delightful to meet in person, though you're shorter than I expected. My name's Estra Stir, journalist. I speak to the people of Baldur's Gate so our readers don't have to. You are quite correct. The best broadsheet around. You are, after all, star of the next Baldur's Mouth Gazette. No one ever does, my sweet. But look on the bright side. You'll be famous. It's our juiciest edition in an age bound to get everyone talking about you. Darling, we can't let the readers decide what the content is. We've editors for that. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hello? Does anyone want to buy a gazette? Thank you.
Thank Helm we made such good time. The army of the Absolute are back. Certainly encourages a brisk pace.
Safe for now. Don't get too comfortable.
Sorry about the pong.
Back off! She goes into the cliff, unless Lord Gortas tells us otherwise. That's the first thing we want to do.
If all these folks can just keep their shit together, maybe nobody else will get hurt.
I just hope somewhere has equal beard.
The citizen is unconscious.
These street trash need to watch their tone.
I don't like this. I don't like the look in some of their eyes.
One blow and she drops like she's dead.
Well, maybe she is. What's the trouble, men?
Used to think those things were going to make me feel safer. Not anymore.
What did she even do? I bet nobody knows. I didn't see her do anything wrong.
I know you're...
let us take her to a doctor. I said, please, let her go.
Fuck off!
There's more gorgeous to the right. First at the gallows, please. For your own sake. Interference with flaming fist property will be dealt with swiftly and harshly.
Really won't feel it.
Not a thing. Don't hold back.
Brace yourself. What? It's not good to bottle things up.
Come to have a go. Give it your best shot.
An air of decay hangs over the stooped beggar's form.
Gold first. Then you can hit me. Plenty. Lots of angry people in this city. No one else to take it out on. Go on. So, you having a go or not? Then move.
It's all in your head. I've a good mind to get the flaming fist before people start chucking themselves into the jumper.
Stop me yet.
Simple.
Before you ask, I ain't got none of that plum Prosecco. Now, what can I get you, newcomer? Beverages of distinction, or in some cases, extinction, if you ain't careful. How you feeling today? Lucky?
Around the steel watch. The old guard gave thieves a slap on the wrist, but those bolted bastards will rip off the whole damn arm.
What's the point in paying the guild for protection when they've pulled back all their crews? There's a bloody army coming.
Don't mind the ladies' court. Just a game we play. Figuring how we'll kill you if you cross 9 fingers.
Bare hands. Bare hands.
A charm, of course. And then you'll do it yourself.
How delicious.
Bare hands.
No time to rest.
No distractions, mate. 9 Fingers has me watching over Pierre Priss here. Wants her friends in Parliament close, with this new Duke making moves.
You did not see me. A peer of the Parliament openly walking the Guildhall would sell a few copies of Baldur's Mouth, I expect.
Best keep your hands to yourself.
What? Lady AQ still playing that game? I don't have one ready.
It's an orphanage, Ukta. What would you have me do? Seize their toys as payment?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should withdraw our protection, at the very least.
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord? You're not suggesting I yield a single inch of the city, my city, to this cult?
We already look weak. If you're seen to be forgiving debts...
I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Arm any children old enough. If they protect what's mine, we'll consider that a start on what's owed.
Yes, Guildmaster. Excuse me? This is a private council.
Keep your underpants clean, Ukta. We're playing host to a hero. You owe me a gold piece, grandmother. When I heard you died out in the wilderness, I made an offering at Kellenvor's well. Of gold? Oh, I did not know I meant so much to you, Guildmaster. You know, I'm terribly sentimental. Case in point, I've just let a harper walk through my guild hall, noticeably unholed. Because I'm curious about why you're here and who it is you've brought with you. This is the one who saved my life. So really, he owes you your gold piece. But we can settle debts later, 9 Fingers. For now, we need help. We're searching for Minsk of Rashomon. A big name, that. Such information does not come cheap, High Harper. Not in normal times. Of course. Seeing as these are not normal times and we're all such good friends, I'll do better than tell you where he is. I'm bringing him here as we speak. Or parts of him, at least. I gave no orders about the condition of his corpse. What treachery is this, Nine Fingers? Have you thrown in with the Absolute too? Against my own city? Careful. You're in very real danger of hurting my feelings. It's Minsk who's found his faith with Faerun's newest god. And a new name with it. Stone Lord. Lies. It should. My people speak it in the same breath as Saravok and Demogorgon. But he's just another upstart. In his short reign, the Stone Lord and his crew have earned a reputation. Pure brutality. No survivors. And where he mows my people down, this ripe little cult takes root. But not for much longer. We have word on where he plans to hit next. And he'll find us ready to hit back this time. Nine Fingers. Estelle. Call off your ambush, tell us where he is, and we'll handle this. We? I heard what happened to your harpers, Jaheira. I'm sorry, but this fight's too big for you alone. If you're half the friend you're posing as, you'll tell her that her part in this is done. The Stone Lord's fate is sealed. We have a bigger war to fight. I'd rather turn our talk to that, but if you need a moment, Jaheira, well, you've earned that much. My guild hall is open to you. Have a drink, Jaheira. Have a rest. Just leave well enough alone. It would be a shame for the city to lose two of its heroes in one day.